Cardenas leads 2-1. Things to serve. Love.
The crowd looking a lot busier now in the traditional area behind the back of the court this evening. You hear the murmurs, everyone getting quite excited by this first quarter-final. Straight. Aisling, how much do you think that's going to affect Cardenas? He had a huge opportunity to win in 3 there. How much is it going to affect him mentally? Or is he not that kind of player, really?
Well, I'd say he'd have to regroup fairly quickly, because to me, at the end of that 3rd game, he had won the match in his head at 10-6, and all he really wanted to do was finish a rally, and in style, because he went for the cross-court volley nick, didn't work. Then he just on the backhand didn't work. Then he got a little trigger happy, a little bit sloppy. So I feel in his head he was off the court. 11-6, he had won that game. Now that's very, very dangerous. Once the opponent comes back at you, obviously, because you're kicking yourself for not staying in the moment and being present. So it's a great chance for Yao to get on the board here, but I feel like he needs to get a good lead in this 4th game rather, sorry.
Yes, lad. Not sure on the ball.
I think that ball stayed in. I think this is it's a fair decision. But you're absolutely right, Aisling, and I think he would have been kicking himself, but you can only do that for 90 seconds, and then you've got to be straight back in the moment, haven't you? Forget about those mistakes that you made, perhaps in shot selection at the end of the 3rd, and just completely reset yourself, which is a difficult thing to do. Especially when you're up against a class opponent. We're talking about how Yao is struggling a bit with form, but you know, class is permanent. He's still an extremely good player, and one that you're going to have to play your best squash to take out of this event in Cleveland.
Oh, it wasn't quite on there. We see just neatly over the hour mark now. 60 minutes. Well, there's next gen. Finley
Withington there, yeah.
And Amir Evans of Wales.
Withington, of course, losing out to Cardenas in 3, as I said earlier.
He actually had a very good win, though, in the 1st round against Spencer Lovejoy of the USA. So that was a 11-9 in the 5th for Finlay. Withington, a big win, really, as he's just started to get on the tour. Spencer Lovejoy is
big battle as well. He might have just felt the effects of that a little bit against somebody like Cardenas. But yeah, great win for him. And Amir Evans losing out to Bernat Zhao, who obviously then went on to giant kill against Omar Mossad. He's still in the event. Will be in the quarterfinals tomorrow.
And out. 3-2.
It's good to see those 2 young players still here and watching the event, supporting the event, and obviously trying to learn a few things from these players.
Oh,
what a get! What a get!
He's very unhappy with the movement.
He's just trying to get through. Decision, no that. 4-2.
Is there something here? I mean, there's something there.
Yeah, he's just he's moving into the line of the ball, isn't he? After the shot.
So Cardenas.
Not certainly not innocent there.
He's not. He's no innocent party in this.
Again, just moving straight back into the line. Just noticed this a little bit more. It wasn't happening so much earlier on in the match.
Mr. Cardenas, again, please allow your opponent access through.
Yao certainly isn't a pushover. If he can't get through, he'll. And you can see there, he's trying to show that he can get through. Cardenas is in his line. Again, some similarities with Ahmed Barada.
Those of us who were too young when, well, not me actually, definitely not me, I'm not including me in this, but Ahmed Barada was, of course, top Egyptian player, probably one of the forerunners for the talent in Egypt that we know today. He became a celebrity really in the end in Egypt.
Absolutely, yeah, he was the forerunner, yeah, back in the 90s.
Again, big lead. Yeah, not quite able to capitalise on the end of the fourth. Or that kind of swing, you see it there, the swing loosened up, the squash loosened up. He's getting bothered now though.
I'm not doing anything. Mr. Cardenas, no, the ball. Your movement off the ball is too much into your opponent. I need you to give your opponent more access to the ball, please.
Well, the referee here is not having the wool pulled over his eyes at all. He's not happy with the movement of Cardenas off the ball. And neither is Yao. He's going to have to be a little bit careful here, Cardenas. As I said, it wasn't really happening too much in the first couple of games. He was just playing some really good squash. But having lost the third, it's just getting a little bit more edgy now. Tried to improvise there. He was on that, wasn't he, Aisling? And just messed it up.
7-3.
So Cardenas getting more and more lively here, sensing that first win, a debut win.
He has to stick with it. He'll have to have learned from that third game. Point for point, rally for rally, shot for shot. Not getting ahead of yourself.
And also just making sure the movement is clean.
Down. That's,
yeah, just speculative from high up. That kind of shot. Cardenas was well in front of him then. It's good width. Excellent width there and depth from Yao.
And out. 4-8.
This is where Cardenas has to be really careful. Yao just taking his time, but we've seen him, in the third, have a big comeback. 5 points in a row. It's just...
It's not on today.
No, he's looking at the court.
It's on today.
He's looking at the floor there, Yao, and find something to blame, but it was a speculative attempt. It's not confident. Nice shot. And again, look at that movement though. It's play it on. It must be getting near the hour mark, and it's still fantastic. Over the hour mark.
Well over. We're on 66 minutes now.
Cardenas still looking very sharp, but he gets that back with ease. Both players keeping out of each other's way now, which is good to see. be a stroke. Just caught the floor, which meant that the ball a little bit loose there from Cardenas, causing him to give away the stroke. Just 2 points away now, Cardenas, from a possible victory, but it still feels like it's a long way and a lot of work for him to do to get there. Yao just taking his time here.
Goes again, but the swing has loosened up again.
Yeah.
There's a relaxed follow through to that backhand.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and he's just really taking his time as well between points.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Smart too, isn't it?
He's got a lot of experience. Is that good?
The hand's gone up for the review.
Player reviewing on the yes let decision.
So Cardenas obviously opting not to review the double bounce, but this is the review. Yeah, definitely looking for more than a yes let here. He's looking for a stroke.
I don't think it's a stroke, do you? Just getting his, just trying to wrap his racket too early.
Yeah, he's gone up around to the left. The initial movement was up in front of his opponent, but the ball came slightly further back.
I mean, it was a poor shot, wasn't it?
So just a bit of interference there, really.
Great shot again. We talk about that loose arm. And this is how he can play, Yao. You know, over the years when he's been relaxed, this is what he does. I mean, it's probably I say probably not really good enough tonight, but definitely creates a few nerves for Cardenas.
Well,
Mr. Cardenas, wait for the decision, please.
yeah, he can't be doing that. There's new directives out in the WSF, World Squash Federation, discouraging from players from influencing the ref before the ref makes a decision, but that's neither here nor there because Cardenas has 3 match balls to take his spot in the semi-finals of the Squash in the Land event here in Cleveland. Can he do it? Can he do it? Can he hold on this time? Hold his nerve?
Oh, that was tough movement from Yao.
It was.
Good lift, and good shot selection from Cardenas.
Heavy drop gone in. Is this it?
He's moved into the line.
Video referee decision.
Yeah.
He's moved into the line
It's
completely.
Very.
Yeah.
No attempt to get out of the way
No,
at all whatsoever
well,
there.
you watch the step left into the line there. He's not let him through at all. I just don't understand this, but it's something that I've not seen earlier on in the match. Well, I do understand it. It's getting close, and he's looking
He just wants
trying
to win.
to get the
He
win.
wants to win. You have a perfect volley opportunity up here.
Yeah.
You know that you get a weighted shot, that ball is gone. But
Make
it's
him go
the
and get it.
standing on the shot that's going to get him in trouble here.
Yes, sir.
He's not even standing. He's walking into the line. It's just not fair play that. But yeah, he's got the let ball.
Oh, that's
Oh
sublime.
my word, that is exceptional stuff. The touch required to play this shot on the move. Where was this earlier in the match? That is unbelievable.
Well, we've been here before in the third game. Can he convert?
Gone for it
Oh,
again.
he's
overcooked it. He's overcooked it.
Oh no, one single solitary match ball remains for Cardenas.
9-10 match ball.
Is history going to repeat itself in the third game? Surely not.
That's some severe power on that cross court from Cardenas.
It is, though.
Nearly went out, didn't it?
His head must be completely fried right now if he doesn't win this point, Simon.
Absolutely. No, I'm getting pretty nervous myself
7th
here.
match ball.
Tight work.
Slightly fearful to go short. There's a heavy shot again. Oh! It's going to be a stroke. The reason he's been penalised.
Yeah, he's moved into the line again, hasn't he?
So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things going on here. There's conduct warnings.
Yeah, it was another. He just didn't need to do that. Again, he had a loose shot from Yao, and he just needed to make him go and get this ball, didn't he? But he moves forward into the line.
It's the right foot going.
Yeah.
So he plays the shot. You can see the shot is played, and the right foot moves into the line of Yao.
Takes his whole body into the line, and you've got to let your opponent through. And he's playing some good squash. Just let the squash do the talking.
Oh my goodness, he's made the error. He has made the error. He's now squandered 7 match balls, and 1 game ball flipped over to Yao of Malaysia. Can he force the 5th? Can he force a 5th?
He certainly can if he wins this point.
Oh,
he's missed it. He's
We are into a 5th, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a good day at the end of the games for the Mexican player. He's having words with the referee. I don't know what good that is going to do. The referees have been told very, very recently that we're cutting down on all this player interaction between referees and players because of the respect aspect surrounding the game of squash. We want it to be played in a clean and fair way, and taking away all of this back chat. Oh my God, in the 5th, 75 minutes. It's 2-all.